Yohanan chapter 11. Now a certain man was sick, Lazar of Bethania, of the village of Maria and her sister Martha. And it was that Maryam who anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazar was sick. The sisters therefore sent to him, saying, Lord, behold, he whom thou lovest is sick. But when Yeshua heard it, he said, This sickness is not to death, but for the glory of the God, that the Son of the God may be glorified thereby. Now Yeshua loved Martha and her sister and Lazar. When therefore he heard that he was sick, he abode at that time 2 days in the place where he was. Then after this he saith to the disciples, Let us go into Judea again. The disciples say to him, Rabbi, the Yehudim were but now seeking to stone thee, and goest thou thither again? Yeshua answered, Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone should be walking in the day, he is stumbling not, because he is seeing the light of this world. But if anyone should be walking in the night, he is stumbling, because the light is not in him. These things spoke he, and after this he is saying to them, Our friend Lazar is fallen asleep, but I am going, that I may awake him out of sleep. The disciples therefore said to him, Lord, if he is fallen asleep, he will recover. Now Yeshua had spoken of his death, but they thought that he is speaking of taking rest in sleep. Then Yeshua therefore said to them plainly, Lazar died, and I am glad for your sakes that I was not there, to the intent ye may believe. Nevertheless, we should be going to him. Toma, therefore, the one being called Didymo, said to his fellow disciples, We should be going, we also, so that we may die with him. So when Yeshua came, he found that he had been in the tomb 4 days already. Now Bethania was near to the Hierosolimon, as from 15 stadia. And many of the Yehudim had come to Martha and Maryam to console them concerning their brother. Martha therefore, when she heard that Yeshua is coming, went and met him, but Maryam was sitting in the house. Martha therefore said to Yeshua, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. And even now I know that whatsoever thou shalt ask the God will give thee. Yeshua saith to her, Thy brother shall rise again. Martha saith to him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Yeshua said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one believing into me, though he die, yet shall he live. And the one living and believing into me shall never die. Art thou believing this? She saith to him, Yea, Lord, I have believed that thou art the anointed, the Son of the God, even he that cometh into the world. And when she had said this, she went away, and called Maryam her sister secretly, saying, The teacher is here, and calleth thee. And she, when she heard it, she was raised quickly and went to him. Now Yeshua was not yet come into the village, but was still in the place where Martha met him. The Yehudim then, who were with her in the house, and were consoling her, when they saw Maryam that she rose up quickly and went out, followed her, supposing that she was going to the tomb to weep there. Maryam therefore, when she came where Yeshua was, and saw him, fell down at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. When Yeshua therefore saw her weeping, and the Yehudim also weeping who came with her, he groaned in the spirit, and was troubled, and said, Where have ye laid him? They say to him, Lord, come and see. Yeshua wept. The Yehudim therefore were saying, Behold, how he was loving him. But some of them said, Could not this man, who opened the eyes of him that was blind, have caused that this man also should not die? Yeshua therefore, again groaning in himself, is coming to the tomb. Now it was a cave, and a stone lay against it. Yeshua saith, Take ye away the stone. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, saith to him, Lord, by this time he is stinking, for it is being a 4th day. Yeshua saith to her, Said I not to thee that, if thou believedst, thou shouldst see the glory of the God? So they took away the stone, and Yeshua lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank thee that thou heardest me, and I knew that thou hearest me always, but because of the multitude that standeth around I said it, that they may believe that thou didst send me. And when he had thus spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazar, come forth. He that was dead came forth, having been bound, the hands and the feet, with grave clothes, and his face was bound about with a napkin. Yeshua saith to them, Loose him, and let him go. Many therefore of the Yehudim who came to Maryam and beheld that which he did, believed into him. But some of them went away to the Perishayah, and told them the things which Yeshua had done. The chief priests therefore and the Perishayah gathered a council and said, What are we doing? For this man is doing many signs. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe into him, and the Romani will come and take away both our place and our nation. But a certain one of them, Caiaphas, being high priest that year, said to them, Ye know nothing at all, nor do ye take account that it is expedient for you that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not. Now this he said not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yeshua should die for the nation, and not for the nation only, but that he might also gather together into one the children of the God that are scattered abroad. So from that day forth they took counsel that they might put him to death. Yeshua therefore walked no more openly among the Yehudim, but departed thence into the country near to the wilderness, into a city called Ephraim, and there he tarried with the disciples. Now the Passover of the Yehudim was at hand, and many went up to Hierosoluma out of the country before the Passover to purify themselves. They sought therefore for Yeshua, and spoke one with another as they stood in the temple, What think ye, that he will not come to the festival? Now the chief priests and the Prishayah had given command that if any man knew where he was, he should show it, that they might take him.